All right. So good afternoon, everyone. I request everybody to please write your name and also your roll number on the top right-hand corner of the A4 paper, the sheet on which you are going to submit that class assignment. Name and roll number. Top right-hand corner of the screen. I am under the assumption that you have completed this work. Today we are dealing with seating arrangements. So this is the conceptual input session. Conceptual input session. I'll be giving you lots of insights, inputs related to how to process the instructions. Okay, how to process instructions. That's what I'm going to spend in the first 15 minutes time. Today's agenda, following this, you all will be writing a quiz. That quiz consists of 8 sets of questions. Altogether, there are 25 questions to be answered in not more than 35 minutes time. Okay. So for empowering you all to answer these 25 questions within 35 minutes time, altogether to attempt all these 8 sets of questions, the first 15-20 minutes I am devoting it here to share with you the conceptual inputs. So listen to these instructions carefully and use it in such a way that you are achieving that 60% target when you are attempting those 25 odd questions. Okay. So seating arrangement, you need to be aware that there are 2 types of questions that you can expect. The first one, it's based on linear seating arrangement. What about linear seating arrangement? You know, people will be sitting in row or maybe in rows. Okay, something like 2 rows wherein the 2 people, they may be sitting facing each other. Can you tell me a real life scenario wherein you see a linear seating arrangement where 2 rows of people, they are sitting facing each other? Restaurant is an example, but restaurant, it's not linear seating arrangement. I will say restaurant is rather circular or round table arrangement. It might be a rectangular table around which people will be seated. Dining table around which people are seated. So it's, I can say it's not a linear arrangement. Please listen. I am asking you a real life example where people are sitting in linear fashion facing each other. Railways, when you are traveling in sleeper coaches, or maybe in unreserved coaches, when you consider, you see people, they are seated in rows. For example, in sleeper, you remember 23, 24, 25, side lower, then that side upper. Okay, like that the seating arrangement will go 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 3 people facing each other. Like that it will be coming. Okay, so that's a real-time example. Even when you are traveling by bus, it's again an example for linear seating arrangement where people are seated in rows. Did you get me? So linear seating arrangement, it may be something like people are sitting in rows, or it can even be something like people, they are standing in a queue. Okay, this is another example where you are likely to see this linear seating arrangement. Okay, so seating arrangement, linear is there. And then the next one, I would rather say circular seating arrangement. But I am not confining only this discussion only to people who are sitting around a table. Okay, it can also be something like there may be a pentagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a pentagonal table, or even a hexagonal table, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, what I see here is a hexagonal table. All these are classical examples for people who are seated in such a way that it's a closed loop kind of thing. Are you getting me? It's a closed loop kind of thing. Circular seating arrangement. I call it circular in that sense. Okay, because it starts from a point, it continues and it ends at the same point. Are you getting me? It's a closed loop kind of thing. So I'm calling it a circular seating arrangement. But when I say or refer to circular seating, I may be referring to pentagonal arrangement or maybe hexagonal arrangement. Okay. So some things that about which how to process the instructions that you must know. And that's what we are going to spend right now, the time on right now. So I want you to first, let us consider, I want you to discuss here something based on the linear arrangement. Okay, linear arrangement. So please take notes. Consider an 8-seater, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are altogether 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 seats are there. Okay. So please consider, I am placing one person by name B, that B is seated in seat number 5. Okay, that B, that person, he is seated in seat number 5. Now I am giving you an instruction. A, okay, listen carefully. A sits to the left of B. A sits to the left of B. Okay. So now my question is very simple. Among these available seats, I'm just saying A sits to the left of B. Among these available seats, where are you likely to place this A? Okay. Many people will say 4. Some people will say 1, 2, 3, 4. Any other possibility? Let me tell you, 6 is possible, or even 6, 7, 8 is also possible. I'll tell you why. Because I have not actually told you in which direction this B he is facing. Imagine if B is sitting facing you like this. Imagine B is sitting facing you like this. Then I very well know that this is going to be the left side of B and this is going to be the right side of B. Don't you agree with me? Then I told you that A sits to the left of B. I did not say that A sits to the immediate left of B. I just told you A sits to the left of B. So to the left side of B, that A should be there. So assuming B is seated in seat number 5, facing you, I can say that it may be seat number 6, it may be seat number 7, it may be seat number 8. These 3 are possible. Now, I will present in front of you another situation. Listen to this very carefully. I can even consider that our B is there, no? That B is sitting in seat number 5 in such a way that, see, the seating arrangement is like this. Okay, B is sitting in such a way that you see the back of B's head. Are you getting me? You see the back of B's head, which means this becomes the right-hand side and this becomes the left-hand side. Okay, try to appreciate the beauty of that picture I have just drawn. B is sitting that way. I can see that B is sitting in such a way that you see the back of B's head. Okay, so left-hand side, right-hand side, that convention I have marked. Now listen, A sits to the left of B. I didn't say to the immediate left. So may I know among the available seats, where will our A sit? It may be 4, or maybe 3, or maybe 2, or maybe 1. Did you get me? So totally it depends on how this guy he is sitting. Is he facing you, or is he sitting in such a way that your direction, your left hand, that B is left, they are the same. Your right hand, B is right, they are the same. Are you getting me? So 2 possibilities are there. But now I request you all to always consider this convention that B or individuals involved in the question, they are sitting in such a way that you see the back of their head, which means you assume that this is going to be the left and this is going to be the right. So that is the convention with which I will be now explaining questions. I will be explaining the concepts further. I repeat, you assume that everybody is sitting in the way you are facing towards the computer screen. Okay, so that the left means it will be coming in this direction. Right means it will be coming in this direction. Did you get me? So you can consider this is going to be the left now on. This is going to be the right now on. Based on that, you need to answer the questions. Okay, so now tell me, imagine B is sitting in seat number 5. Okay, imagine our B, he is sitting in seat number 5. Now I am telling you, A sits to the left of B. Please tell me, among the available seats, where will A be sitting? It may be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. Don't say 1 and 3 and 2 and 4. Don't use and, you should say or. It may be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. You may find me either in the classroom or in the staff room. If you go and tell someone that I found a faculty member in the classroom and also in the staff room, then you are scaring that other person. Why? Because a person can be present in the same time in two places, right? Imagine that wording that I just used. The person, I saw him in the classroom and in the staff room. Okay. Keralites might probably double, right? Yeah, that's not possible. Are you getting it? So coming to the point, you should say 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. That is the logic. Okay. So coming to the point, A sits to the left of B. Just that statement is this much deep. Okay. As far as our seating arrangement is concerned. Okay. Now, I'm not going to stop the thought process here. Imagine B is sitting in seat number 5. Now, I am going to make a small change here. I am just telling you that A sits to the immediate left of B. Now tell me, where will A sit based on the convention? What is it? Yes, seat number 4. Perfect. It will be in seat number 4. A sits to the immediate left of B. It is going to be in seat number 4. Now, A sits, listen to this carefully. Listen to this carefully. A sits 2 seats to the left of B. Now I am telling you, A sits 2 seats to the left of B. So please tell me, among these available seats, where will our A occupy? Okay, some of you are saying 2, but I will say it is not 2. The count is made like this. Suppose A and B, they are sitting in the same seat, seat number 5. Please tell me by how many seats A and B, they are displaced. A and B, they are sitting in the same seat. So tell me by how many seats A and B, they are displaced. 0. Imagine A is 5-year-old, B is also 5-year-old. So by how many years A and B, they differ by? 0 years. Same logic here. So now they are 0 seats displaced. Now imagine, suppose that A is sitting in 4 and B is in 5. By how many seats A and B, they are displaced? 1 seat. Direction wise, 1 seat to the left. So that is the logic here. Okay. So likewise, the count is made like this. 0, 1, 2. So it should be in seat number 3. 2 seats to the left of B when I say, if B is in 5, A should be in 3. Is it clear to all? 0, 1, 2. Like that, it is going to happen. Please tell me, is it clear to all? Okay. Now let me tell you another insight. Okay. Suppose I say that B is in seat number 4. Now the input I am sharing with you, it is that A sits 2 seats away from B. Okay, I'll say A sits 2 seats away from B. So when I say away from B, I am not committing whether it is to the left or to the right. So both are likely. So please tell me, among the available seats, where will our A occupy? No. How will it be 1? Look at this. 0, 1, 2. It may be 2 to the left. 0, 1, 2. It may be 2 to the right. Even if I use the word away, 0 seats away, 1 seat away, 2 seats away. 0, 1, 2. So tell me, what are the possibilities? It may be 2 or it may be 6. Is it clear to you? It may be 2 or it may be 6. Is it clear to you? Please tell me. Now the next input, I am giving you the insight that, listen to this, A and B. Okay, A and B are at the extreme ends. A and B, they are at the extreme ends. Okay, so now please tell me of the lot, how many possibilities that you can think of? I am erasing that B's position now. Now I am telling you A and B are at the extreme ends. So please tell me where will be A, where will be B? Okay, if let me tell you two possibilities are there. If A is in 1, then B will be in 8. One more possibility. If A is in 8, then B will be in 1. AB or BA. Two possibilities are there. Do you agree with me? Now imagine after this input or insight, I am sharing with you the next input. A and B are at the extreme ends. Then I am telling you A sits to the left of B. Okay, so now you are processing two inputs simultaneously. So tell me A and B are at the extreme ends. A sits to the left of B. So is it the green arrangement you should consider or the red arrangement you should consider? The green arrangement. Okay, because you can see in the green arrangement, you can see they are at the extreme ends and A is to the left of B. Did you get me? So I will be erasing this red arrangement now. So now the thing what you all have to notice, seating arrangement based question when it comes, you should really know how to process these kinds of instructions. Okay, 2, 3, 4 instructions they will give you. You should really know how to handle those instructions in a very systematic way. Okay, so this is for linear seating arrangement. Let us now focus on the next part, that is the circular seating arrangement. Circular seating arrangement. Okay, now I want you all to draw in your assignment paper, I am saying, an 8-seater round table. Okay, round table. Okay, for solving puzzles. Okay, I'm asking you to draw that 8-seater round table, how it will look like. Okay, like linear seating arrangement, I asked you to consider like this, no? So same way, I want you all to consider 8-seater round table. Okay, so I will give you some 10 seconds time. Please complete drawing an 8-seater round table. Please do that. Okay. 8-seater round table. You just draw and tell me how it looks like. Have you finished drawing it? Okay. Now I will just tell you the possible drawings that you might have made. Most of you would have drawn a neat circle. Most of you, I am saying, you would have drawn a neat circle. Yes or no? To start with, yes or no? Hey, I want some answers. Yes or no? Now comes 8-seater. So some of you might have marked like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Somewhat like this. Correct? This is one arrangement. Okay. Some people, you know, they would have drawn it like this also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another possibility that sometimes some of you might have drawn. Okay. Even some people would have drawn like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. Correct? These are some of the most common ways that people will be drawing. But now, I do not want to say that whatever you have done is wrong. But let us follow a standard convention. Please listen carefully. Let us follow a standard convention here. 8-seater round table. It is always safe to draw like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Continue. 5, 6, 7, 8. Because this gives you a better clarity on who is sitting opposite to whom and other layout, other arrangements. So I am asking you, requesting you to follow this convention. So it's an 8-seater round table. Kindly note, since I said it's a round table, I can have one more clarity here that everybody involved in this question, they all will be facing towards the center of the table. Do you agree with me? They all should be facing towards the center of the table. In linear arrangement, you remember, I draw the diagram. B was sitting facing you. B was sitting in such a way that you are seeing the back of B's head. Okay, so two ways were there. Here, as you all can see, everybody will be facing towards the center of the table only. Agree? Chalo, let me say B is sitting in this seat. Okay, I am marking the seat numbers here, say with a green color. The seat numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These are the 8 seats. Okay, now let me give you the next input. Very, very simple input. The next input, A sits to the left of B. Can you tell me, among these available seats, where are you going to place our A? I will say, if I consider that this is a round table arrangement, when I say B is in seat number 1, when I say the seat numbers are marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like this, then I say A sits to the left of B. Kindly note, in this arrangement, A will sit only in seat number 2. It is like that. The convention is like that. Because the moment you overstep, the moment you say other than 2, 3 is okay, you should give a green signal to 4, then a 5. Even I heard someone saying 6, 7, 8 as well. Which means you tend to say that A can sit in seat number 8. But if you look at seat number 8, what is the problem with seat number 8? A sits to the right of B. Don't you see that? So there comes a conflict. In written, you said that A sits to the left of B. But in reality, you say A sits to the right of B. So that is not permitted. That's why I'm telling you, always, always, and always, here, if a question of this type comes, A sits to the left of B, please be aware, it is always to the immediate left. Circular seating arrangement means it is always to the immediate left. Okay, it's like that. Only then you will be able to solve the question. Not even 2, 3, 4. Because if you give a clearance to 2 or 3 or 4, you are actually forced to extend the logic to 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. That results in a conflict. Did you get me? So please don't consider any other possibility. It will only be seat number 2 as far as this case is concerned. Now the next input. Suppose I say A sits, look at this, 2 seats to the left of B. I am saying that our B is sitting in seat number 1. Then A sits 2 seats to the left side of B. Could you please tell me, among the available seats, where will our A sit? It will be in seat number 3. 2 sits to the left of B. Look at the count. It is 0, 1, 2. So 2 seats. The count is made 0, 1, 2. 2 seats to the left. And which is the seat number? That is seat number 3. Is it clear to you? Sorry. Okay, now the next input. A sits, let it be there, let it be there. A sits 2 seats, look at this, away from B. 2 seats away from B. So can you tell me A sits 2 seats away from B? So can you tell me what are the possibilities that is coming in? When I say away, it may be to the left or it may be to the right. So it may be 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So I can say it is 3 or 7. Don't say 3 and 7. Wrong. It is 3 or 7. Like that it will come. Is it fine? Now the next input. Suppose I say A and B, they are sitting opposite to each other. Yes, I'm coming to that. A sits opposite to B. I will put it like this. Opposite to B. So please tell me, where am I going to place our A? If 1, then it has to be 5. Okay. If 3, it has to be 7. Okay. If 4, it has to be 8. Like that it is. They are opposite to each other. So this type of an arrangement will help you a lot in knowing who sits opposite to whom. Are you getting me? Now, in the same logic, you can even consider questions may be there, wherein it may be, I will say, a hexagonal seating arrangement, or it can be a pentagonal seating arrangement, as you can see. Okay, so if nothing is specified, I want you to consider this. Okay, today in the quiz, I have included, I think, a hexagonal seating arrangement, if my memory is right. Okay, so imagine if nothing is mentioned, they all will be sitting facing towards the center of this table like this. Did you get me? In the same way for hexagon also, the seating arrangement, it's going to be like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like this it is going to be. Did you get me? If nothing is mentioned. Also, there may be a situation wherein people may be sitting or seated on a rectangular table. Okay, like this also, it's quite likely that possibility is there. Okay, so it may be something like 3 people are sitting on the longer side and 2 people are sitting along the shorter side. Did you get me? So just be aware of all these things. If nothing is mentioned, you have to be aware that they all are facing towards or facing inwards the table. Are you getting me? Because you have to use your common sense here. It's nowhere we have seen people who are seated around a rectangular table facing outwards and having their food. Okay, like this, it's practically never possible. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you, this is not likely to be that people are they are sitting facing outwards and having their food. It will always be the other way around. Did you get me? So keep that in mind. So these are the key inputs what I thought I shall share with you. I think and I'm confident that you have written these points clearly in your worksheet. Okay, so use these inputs and then process the 25 questions which I'm going to present in front of you in the form of the quiz. Okay, let me assure you, out of 25, easily at least 20 questions you will be able to answer. So right now the challenge is open. So please attempt all these questions and try to get that 60% threshold. With this note, I'm concluding this conceptual input segment. You may leave this meeting now.